Hey everybody, it's Andy, back with another episode of the vlog. Don't know what I'm officially going to call this vlog, but for now it's just going to be the vlog. It's winter, it's almost the end of February already. This year's going by quick, like the rest of them. I guess that's what happens when you get old. But anyways, I don't like winter. Winter is always a downtime for me to get out with the camera and shoot. And that sucks. I hate that. There's only so much of dead and bleak that I can get that, I don't know, it just doesn't flow right for me. So it's hard to get creative, hard to get motivated, hard to get out and shoot. However, my day job, I have President's Day off, which works out great, especially with the end of February, because it'll either be snowy and crummy, or cloudy and cold, or rainy and cold and cloudy, or it'll be sunny and nice and somewhat warm. And that's what happened this President's Day. So back in December, I believe it was, I stopped out to Holmes County, Ohio, and decided to shoot some pictures on Christmas break, because that's one of the things I like to do over the holidays when I'm off work and my wife has to work. I'll just hop in the car and go shoot a roll of film, actual film. And that's a good excuse for something to do for the day. So while I was out there, I poked my head into the Holmes County Convention and Visitor Bureau to see my old friend Tiff, who is the director for Holmes County, link down below, and just wanted to say hi, catch up, hadn't seen her in a while. And she told me, hey, I found a new place for you to go explore. She called her coworker in who knew more about it and started telling me about this place called Honey Run Falls, which was south of Millersburg, Ohio. Now, Millersburg is pretty much the extent of where I head down State Route 39 out of Dover. Really don't go much further past that because the wife likes to go out to Amish country to go shopping and crafting and whatnot, and Millersburg does have some cool shops to visit. So that's kind of the extent of my knowledge of what's out there. So they explained to me it was south of Millersburg, down the US 62, and go off this road and that road. So that was kind of percolating in the back of my mind. Well, coming up on this President's Day holiday, I was trying to think of places to go, and I was thinking, okay, I could hop in the car and go up to the Cuyahoga Valley, which is somewhere I always go, and, you know, this place or that place, you know, but nothing was really sticking out. But then on YouTube, I saw a video by another YouTuber who I follow, and I highly recommend, Matt Barash, who does his Large Format Fridays series, where he takes out a large format camera, either a 4x5, most of the times an 8x10 camera, you know, the old kind with the bellows, you put the cover over you and you gotta focus it real good, and then you get this big sheet negative, and it's like $10 a shot to do this, and yeah, I want to do it someday. But anyways, I enjoy his content because he's very good at explaining and teaching you his processes and what he does, and like I said, one day I do want to get a large format camera myself. Anyways, he trekked from Columbus to Honey Run Falls, and I was watching his video very intently, like, oh wow, okay, let me check out the place through him, and saw some great opportunities. It looks like it's an easy access. I've got a very bad knee and climbing is not my forte anymore, so looked like it was very easy access. And checked the weather forecast. Weather forecast said it was supposed to be 50s and sunny, which again for February is fantastic. So I loaded up my cameras. I grabbed my new Fuji GW693 and my old faithful Yashica Mat 124G. I still love this camera. Both medium format, as well as my digital, which is now in the process of shooting me record this, my Canon EOS R, which I love as a digital camera. Full frame, 30 megapixel or so. Great quality, easy to use. I've got the 35 RF lens and have a wide assortment of ES lenses that I use with the RF to EF mount. So I loaded up the camera bag, threw some film in there, and headed out. And it was a beautiful morning. Headed out right before sunrise. Wanted to get back in time because my wife was only working half day that day. So wanted to be able to get out there, have plenty of time to shoot, and get plenty of time to get back. And the ride out there, like I said, it was just gorgeous. The sun was coming up, driving through Amish country into Millersburg, took a left out of Millersburg and went down these roads. Again, I'd never been down before, so it was all brand new to me. And the area, to me, had very much a vibe like Hocking Hills down in Ohio. I had just something about it. But pulled up, I think it was around 8 or 9 o'clock. One other car was there, which is great, so nobody was going to be tripping over each other to try and get out of their way. And headed down to the location to shoot. And it is a very easy access site. Again, with my bad knee, I really don't like climbing anymore, or sturdy hikes, because it hurts. But I was able to walk in there, no problem. However, of course, I did slip on some black ice. See, it was supposed to be 50 for a high that day. At this point, it was still like 28 degrees. So any of the water that had dripped off of the sandstone had frozen in the sand and made some wonderful black ice. But anyways, I knew as soon as I saw it where I wanted to go, and luckily the other person taking pictures was on the other side, and I just made sure it wasn't in his way. He wasn't in mine, and just started shooting. And it was incredible. It's only a 25-foot high waterfall. And you can get right to the base, right close to the base. In the summertime when it's warm, you could probably just wade right into the stream and get shots from down there, which I will probably do again this summer. Just beautiful. I was kind of afraid because we've had so much ice and snow and rain over the past month or so here in Ohio that it was going to be flooded out. But obviously, that little creek is not part of another tributary. It is actually a feeder creek, so it wasn't flooded. Some of the other rivers in the area were flooded, but not that. So it was beautiful. So I set up, started shooting, wanted to get as much as I could around the base of the falls, looking up at it, with both the digital and the black and white film. I was running T-Max 100 in the Fuji GWR, and Tri-X, yes, good old Tri-X, and the Yashica. I know that the lighting was kind of muddy. It wasn't very contrast because the sun hadn't broken over the rim of where I was. So, it wasn't contrasty. It was kind of drab, but I still think I got some good images. So, here's some of the images I took with the Fuji. Insert images here. Really like how those came out. I really spent my time checking my exposures. These cameras, my Yashica does have a light meter on it. The Fuji, however, does not have a light meter. Now, one of the things that I am saving my pennies for is a spot meter. A spot meter, if you're not aware of that, is a tool that can give you very precise and accurate meter readings on a small area. So if you want to make sure you expose right for the shadows, you can get that. If you want to expose for the highlights, you can get that, and then you can combine them, get a good average, set your camera for it, shoot away. However, this app that I use on my iPhone, which I've talked about in the past, Pocket Light Meter, is a great app. I highly recommend it. I know it's available for Android and Apple, and it's a quick, easy app that is pretty accurate from my experience with it. I pull it out and make sure I get a shadow, make sure I get a highlight. A lot of the times I'll shoot right in between the two and I come out with decent results. So while I was shooting the waterfall mainly with the Fuji, I was using my Yashica to get some others. Of course I took a picture of the waterfall with the Yashica, but shot a few other images of just the scene, just the area. Very cool. Here they are. So of course, having all that film shot, I was shooting digital as well. I used a couple different lenses on the shoot. I used my RF-35, which I'm using to record with. I also used my Tamron 28-70 and my 70-200 because I wanted to get in tight on some stuff. Started shooting digital, or I'd been shooting digital the whole time, actually, just, switching between cameras, and it's very peaceful, very serene, and these two images are my favorite. The first one is pretty much a straight shot, looking across the little ravine there, the waterfall, and with the sunlight just peeking up over the top there. Really love how that came out. But I also like the second one too, where it's not, straight framed. It's kind of at an angle, and you're looking up to the side, like you're rounding a trail and you're looking up and see the sun poking through. So I can't decide which one of those I like the best, but I like them both. So there you have it. That's been my adventures. I've been working on another vlog where I want to talk about war photography, which right now I don't know if that's a great topic, but reenactment war photography, specifically. How I've used that over the years to just get better, to practice, to try things I haven't tried before. So hopefully that'll be an upcoming episode, but for now, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you soon. Take care.